just how did it feel just to get back in the end zone after not getting in one last season? And first off, not for you to get there this past week, how does it feel to get back in the end zone?
Definitely amazing, man. Just to get back in that box, especially it being our last home game, and them purple jerseys, man. Them purple jerseys pretty special, man. It was just a great day to get it on, military day, and just a fun time with the guys in general.
What has the season been like for you? Obviously, Antonio is number one in the slot. Like, what has it been like, I guess, in terms of the snaps being a little up and down?
Just a lot of learning, man. Just learning how to, help my team in a lot of different ways. Just being a leader to our younger guys, still learning from Antonio Williams, one of the best slots in the nation, I think. So it's just great to have those rear lights and then allowing those to be my headlights, and just great steps to follow in and just take in everything while I can while he's still here.
Tell me about your relationship with Mazio, 51 weeks a year versus this week. Does it change at all? And just how special that relationship is, especially now that you got in South Carolina, Clemson, getting ready to play.
Yeah, so that my blood cousin right there, man. So I talk to him almost weekly, man. I love him to death, man. And I'm still talking to him this week. We might be talking a little more trash this week, but that's still my cousin, and I love him to death. And our relationship ain't never gonna change, except for probably on this week, just a little bit.
What is some of that trash talking after what happened last year versus what it was 2 years ago? I mean, is it kind of going back and forth?
Just a healthy trash talk, man. Just both of our families. The game was here last year. Our families tailgated together. You know how that is. Just we just want to be on the right side of that outcome. The loser of that game, always gets a little more of the trash talk after. But it's all fun and family fun at the end of the day.
When he was trying to decide where to go, I think you came here before he went there. It was a year difference, correct?
Yes.
Well, were you trying to recruit him to come here and join you, or was he pretty much South Carolina from the get-go?
Yeah, him and the wide receiver coach there had a pretty good relationship. So I'm pretty sure he was stuck on South Carolina. I've been a Clemson. Clemson, I feel like was my path. Just being a Clemson fan my whole life, and I think he came on a visit here before I actually came on a visit. He really liked it, but just didn't end up being a fit for him. So it's his decision at the end of the day.
Growing up here, growing up in Greenville, was a rivalry a part of your life before you made the decision to come to Clemson? I mean, was it something you paid attention to?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just being a Clemson fan my whole life, like I said, I definitely remember in elementary school it being like a crazy thing. We would just like our teachers would have to decorate their whole entire door of either Clemson or Carolina, and just the whole week everyone's just going at it. Everybody's hostile. Lost a couple friendships that week in those days, but it's just always been fun. Just always looking to go up against those guys. And
where'd you go to elementary school?
Mitchell Road Elementary. Yeah.
Has it been tough to go from leading receiver on the team as a freshman All-American to kind of not playing as many snaps this year?
I mean, yeah, definitely. But I feel like God never makes mistakes. And I just try to take advantage of the opportunity He puts in my hands, whether that be being that leading receiver for the Tigers, or like I said, being in that role to lead our younger guys and just still be able to learn, because I'm still learning, man. Just even being a redshirt sophomore, I'm still learning the plays. I know the plays, but just still learning why we run this thing, or why I'm running this route instead of just running it, and just being a student of the game. And I'm just honestly still blessed to be in this situation.
Is that something that might have been hard to do maybe 3 years ago, but now that you've been around a few more years, kind of more perspective, more mature?
Yeah.
I think it's easier to do now than it would have been, let's say, in 2023.
Yeah, definitely have grown in my faith, and just had a lot of great people around me, just keep me grounded and stuff like that. So.
Antonio announced he'll go on to the NFL draft next season. Just what has he meant to you as a teammate, as a person on and off?
Just a blessing, man. Like I said, just having those real lights, him having those the same type of journey I've had with his injury and how he's overcame it and really become a pro in his preparation, recovery, like taking care of his body, just being able to see how he works and really cares about the game has just been really helpful to me in the learning aspect.
Tyler, I know you still have a few games in front of you this year, but knowing that Antonio's leaving, knowing that there's going to be a lot of snaps presumably opened up in the slot for you next year, do you think at all about what this offseason will look like for you embracing a larger role going into next season?
Yeah, definitely. Just gonna hit the weight room, hit the field like I always do every off season. Approach it, with the same mindset, just to get better each and every day. My off season is a lot of training, very little off days. So yeah, just gonna attack it the same way I've been attacking it. Just taking what I've learned from Antonio and just applying it to my game as well.
I think Antonio is a precise route runner, but what he does best is finding that spot, that open spot in the zone. Is that something you can watch and learn from him? And has he given you notes on how he kind of feels that?
Yeah, definitely. He's a crazy smart player, man. He just knows the weak spots in the zones and how to certain releases to do. He's a student of the game, and I've definitely learned how to become more of a student of the game myself, and just using my knowledge and my preparation to do those type of things, like find the little weak spots in the zones and just to get open better, for sure.
What do you remember about playing down there a couple of years ago, just the environment? I think you had a big catch for 40 yards or so, but what do you remember about that environment? What makes it special to play down there when you're wearing orange?
Just a lot of passionate fans down there, man. Just being down there with my brothers. When you down there, it's me and my boys versus the world. It feels like it's just a great experience to go down there and to get with my brothers, my family that I went through a lot of hard work and pain with, and just feel like our back is against the wall and just give it all we got out there against a very passionate crowd, for sure.
Talk about mentoring some of the younger guys. What have you seen from Juju Preston kind of through his first season?
Growth, man. I feel like he's put on about 20 plus pounds. He came in here light, but my boy's grinding. He's about his work. So I just love to see that with him. Not only him, Clark at that slot position, Clark Sanderson, dog, man. I feel like he's one of the quickest guys we got on this team, like cutting wise. So it's gonna be fun to watch them, come up and grow. Just learn how I have, and hopefully take those things from me as I've took from Antonio, and they still, learn from Antonio as well while he's still here and embrace that opportunity.
How have you led the younger guys? Like, what in particular do you do?
Just a lot of we have some player-led wide receiver meetings a lot. Just our coach expects us older guys, to lead those meetings and just keep their head on straight with such a long season and such a long process before the season even starts. So just keeping everyone level-headed, on the right tracks and just together, especially after not having the start we wanted. Some guys will fray off and little chitter chat on lines and stuff, but I feel like our guys have just stuck together really well, and just I feel like that's a compliment to our leadership on this team, and just keeping everyone together.
Anybody else for Tyler? All right, Tyler, appreciate your time.
Appreciate you. No problem. See y'all later.